What's up, guys? So today, my face is dirty. What's up, guys? How am I looking? So I'm talking about the things that you want to do when you're considering going to a hotel. First, I would say you want to look up just recommendations, look at the stars for the hotel. Now, it could be a really good place or not the great of a place, and you can have the exact opposite of an experience. But at least if you see a lot of straight just negative reviews, it's dirty, there's stains on it, there's bed bugs, things like that, you know a little more to stay away from it. Maybe they're saying names of people that are great or names of people that are just hard to deal with. So, just to put a little perspective when you're there. And, once you do that, you're first, when you get into the hotel room, look around it, look at the bed, move the top of the blankets a little bit, see if there's stains, see if notice anything just off the bat. Look for stains on the carpet. Just look around kind of like the room. Do you have everything you need? Do you have, you're supposed to have a fridge, you have a fridge. You're supposed to have a microwave, you have a microwave. You have the remote for the TV, is the TV working? Coffee maker, ice bucket. Do you have to ask the office to bring you ice, or is there a room that down the hall? Also, you always want to look at your exits. I mean, those two are pretty simple. You want to check your exits, and you want to check where the ice bucket area is, vending machine area. But make your way to the bathroom, and that's where we're about to go next. Now, we'll look for cleanness, and by doing that, you're gonna check, the tub, the toilet, the sink area, because once it's clean, once it's dry, that's what we're gonna move on to step two. All your belongings in the bathtub, make sure it's not wet, super dirty, stuff like that. But you put everything in here because you want to inspect the bed, you want to take a look around in the drawers, you're looking for bed bugs ideally, maybe there's roaches or other pests as well. But this is the first safe spot. Right, take a little look around in the drawers. We're gonna look around corner areas. That's where they're gonna try to get in. I mean, you could do a little something with the book. Ideally, use a flashlight on your phone, kind of look around. If you don't know what a bed bug looks like, we'll be posting a video or a little clip as well. But you want to inspect it before you can put some clothes in. Put the minimal amount of stuff in your drawers at first, just so you know that other things are not getting infected. Leave things in bags, put them in other areas. Just make sure you inspect those areas first, and you don't want to put everything you have there up front. All right, I know I'm messing up the beautiful bed that was made, but you want to check around the seams, especially underneath it. It seems like a lot of times by the feet areas is where it gets it the worst. We're gonna do this all around because it could be anywhere. I keep going down even to the box. All right, guys, so we already did the inspection around. We were already checking the seams, crack, crevice areas. Did not find anything to be concerned about. You have your general amount of stuff in the tub area. You have the stuff that you're gonna need for the next day, whether it's the morning or for the whole day. That's the stuff you're gonna wanna kind of have ready. You can start bringing that into your drawers, or maybe you're putting it on the counter or something like that, but just kind of have it ready out so you're not digging for everything. If you have something to do the next day, if it's all wrinkly, you can kind of get it prepared, things of that nature. Then my suggestion is to ideally not use the safe. If you really trust the safe, do whatever you would like to do. Now, there's a couple of things you can do. Is you can, put stuff underneath your mattress area. You can put stuff underneath the little drawer area, right by the bed. I would say just put it into whatever clothing area that they have. And now when you get to, let's say you have extra credit cards you don't want to carry on you, jewelry, anything of importance. Now, I would suggest if they're small enough, you have them rolled up socks or something like that, put it in the rolled up socks. Maybe put it in the pockets of some of your clothes, fold the clothes, put it in your pair of your pants, fold up the pants, leave it in your bag where the tub area is, or leave it where a lot of other stuff is, so it's kind of mixed in there and not just you have one pair of pants and all your stuff is right there. Now, this is up to you. Like I said, obviously you can use the safe, you can use weird areas like you're finding little spots to hide your stuff, or I would say ideally, just stuff it in the socks or put it in a pocket somewhere with a bunch of other stuff so it kind of just blends in. Now, also doing so with that is put the sign immediately on the door handle before you leave, before you do anything, because you don't want to be going and then you found someone came in the room. Because another thing to this is, all you have to have your stuff in the piles it should be in. So let's say you have stuff that's debatably garbage, maybe some leftover snacks you were going to have, maybe it's a business trip and you have receipts from stuff that you paid for, just however, so things like that. You don't want to leave it in like this pile and then you have a pile of stuff over here, a pile of stuff there, and they just think it's all just garbage. So that's what I'm saying. You definitely want to space things out and make sure that no one's coming in the room, especially leaving stuff in weird areas, because they're going to check places like under the bed. They're going to check these ideal areas. So I wouldn't suggest putting things under the bed and stuff like that. Obviously you saw stuff you can kind of do, but it's not my suggestion with that. Now, maybe if you're worried about maintenance or someone like breaking into your room, they may not check, but in terms of like housekeeping, they're going to see it off the bat. That generally just sums up, everything pretty well. Look up the reviews of the place before you go. Secondly, when you go, just generally look for sanitation. You're looking at stains, anything out of the ordinary around the sleeping area, the restroom area. Make sure you have everything that you need. You have towels, you have, little soaps, things like that. You got enough sheets, enough pillows. The next one is, make sure that, your exit areas, the vending machine area, the ice maker. So just so you know where to go for everything, because if you don't see any of those, if you're requesting anything from them, you're going to be able to just ask for that, while you're at it. Then you're going to want to look for bug activity. That's when you're going to make sure the tub is completely clean so you can have your stuff in there at first. You're going to be checking around the beds. You're going to look around the seams, crack and crevice areas. Ideally put the light on your phone or something like that. Kind of look around. It can be by the head area, the feet area. Do as much of inspection as you can. Go all the way to the box spring, go to the rails. Do it as much as you would like. Check the little chair that they have, couches, things like that. And then that's when next one is going to be just the security of your stuff. You can, find spots that you don't think that they're going to check. I don't necessarily recommend that, because, if they come in the room, the more likely they will find them, unless they're really out of the ordinary places. I recommend having the sign on the door at all times, unless you want them to come into the room for anything. Then you take it off. After, like I said, you can put stuff maybe in the pockets of your pants and have a bunch of your pants together so it's kind of mixed in. Roll up your socks and put your valuables inside of your rolled up socks, something of that nature. Now, if you guys have a mini fridge and they're going to charge you for all the snacks in there, you can definitely request them to take it all out, just so you don't get to deal with that. If you're by an elevator, by maybe the steps, and it's always really noisy, something to just consider, that maybe ask them for another room to see if that's possible before everybody starts checking in for this day, before it's getting late and then you have trouble sleeping. But hey, I hope you all have the best experience you guys can. Hope you guys have a great day. Harley Lit the Bike checking out. I appreciate any likes, subscribes, and all thing of that nature. Think you have a great day. Bye, guys. No, full fed bed bug adult can live at least a year without eating again. So it's definitely something you always want to get on quick. Obviously, this is a hotel. You want to get out of there as soon as you can. Try to get a picture or something like that and talk to the front desk.